Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rob Satch from Feedback Wrench. This video is yet again for you accountants, bookkeepers, tax professionals that are trying to grow your own outsourced accountant model. Check out on my website right now, I've got a new blog post. If you head to blogs in here, and it shows you exactly what the outsourced accountant model is, and I'm telling you, this is super helpful. I think you're going to want to do it. So it's called the outsourced accountant model. I will put it in the link in the description here too. But basically what this does is outline what exactly I'm talking about all the time. But today what I want to talk about are what are the two most important things so that you can get found on Google as an accountant, a bookkeeper, a tax professional, or a CPA firm. And I'm telling you, people always forget this. Like, did you know that as a CPA or as a bookkeeper or as a tax professional or as an accountant that your keywords or your core commercial keywords trigger the local Google My Business? A lot of you forget that. And part of that is because every guru out there that's telling you how to do client acquisition, how to get lead generation, what they do is they talk about Facebook ads, they talk about lead magnets, they talk about following up with people, email drip campaigns, and that's all great. But guess what? You can basically cheat. And I really mean it. When it comes to local SEO, you think about this, you're going to be able to make sure that you rank for all of those keywords in the area where you live or where your office is. Now, just so you know that this is tied to two things, tied to your Google My Business, and it's tied to your website. Those two are intertwined. They are intertwined when Google crawls your website, especially when you put it up on the Google Webmaster Console. It gets intertwined with your Google My Business, and Google My Business is truly the heavy lifter when it comes to local SEO. So if you didn't know this, I want to show you something real quick. Did you know that there are over 400,000 searches for the main keywords for these bookkeepers, accountants, and whatnot? Look at this. So what you're seeing here is the monthly search volume for each one of these across the United States. And you could take these basically pro rata across your area. So like if you're in Minneapolis, you're 1/100th of the population of the United States, you could basically extrapolate what this is. But accounting services has 12,000 searches a month. Accountants are 91,000 a month. Accountants near me, 41,000 a month. Keepers, 60,000 a month. This is a month, you guys, across the entire United States. Bookkeepers near me, 6,600. Bookkeeping services, 8,100. CPA near me, 61,000. Tax preparation, 41,000. Payroll companies, 8,100 a month. If you want to get on it, and every single one of those has a local version. In fact, we just take a look at this. Let's just say bookkeepers. If I hop over here and I say bookkeepers and I search that, you have a ton of Google ads, and boom, here's the local Google My Business. Here's the two things you can do to actually rank higher in this. So the number one thing that you can do is to make sure that it's set up right. Well, maybe there's three things. Number one is to make sure that it's set up right, that you have a website and a Google My Business, and you'll want to optimize your Google My Business. I'll do a video later today about that. But the number one thing you want to do is get more Google reviews than everybody else. Google has actually explained in their writing, in their own guides, that one of the main factors of who gets clicked on here and who's actually going to attract or rank higher than the other is going to be quality and the quantity of reviews. That's one of the things. So I'm telling you, if I were going through here, I would want to click on one of these that have 15, 18. But if you take a look at when I search accountants, my old firm pops up here and they just absolutely dominate. They have 148 Google reviews. So the number one thing that you can do to rank higher in SEO and to get more clients is to make sure that you get more Google reviews than everybody else. There's certainly an optimization you have to do. We can do that for you here at Feedback Wrench. We can do just basic copywriting. We can do a setup for you, whatever it is. We will help you get clients, but it all starts with getting lots of good Google reviews. And why? Because you have the local snapback. So that's the number one thing. Go to my website. There's a ton of different videos I have on YouTube that talk about how to get more Google reviews than everybody else. That's the number one thing. And I can't tell you enough. There's two types of Google reviews. One are people who've actually done business with you. And the second is going to be people who just are like a character reference. And you don't have to ask them to be dishonest, but if there's somebody that maybe as you're starting your new accounting career, you used to work with, or maybe they've been around you for a long time and you know that they trust you and that they can tell others that you're worthy of trust, what you should do is give them a call. Hey, Joe, Byron's over there. Byron, I tell you what, I'm calling for a selfish reason. I'm trying to get some Google reviews and I was wondering if you would leave character Google review. Don't say that you did any business with me, but maybe you can just say, hey, Rob runs a good business. I would trust him. He's the type of person that I would do business with. And then what you do is you text them the link. And I'm going to show you something real quick here. All right. So when you come into your Google My Business here, you go up in the upper right-hand corner, you go to Google My Business. And as you come down here, what you'll see is there's a link here that you can use. So I'm telling you, just grab this link. It says get more Google reviews. Grab this short form, copy this, and then email it to yourself. And when you email it to yourself, save it, put it on your phone, text it to people. And what I do is you call and say, hey, would you help me? And then go, cool, when they agree. And then text it to them and email it to them. Follow up a couple times. Maybe wait till after 7 o'clock and let them know, hey, did the link work? Because people get busy and they kind of forget. So that's the number one thing. Get more reviews than everybody else. The second thing that you're going to want to do, and this is quite a bit different than what most people understand, is that you want to build up authority on your website by getting and attracting backlinks. And this is something that we're getting really good at for our clients. Okay. When you think about what Google is basically answering questions, right? People come to it for questions. Now we have our core commercial keywords, which are like a question. People, when they search bookkeepers near me, what they're searching for is, I want to find all the bookkeepers around me, right? But if someone were to ask how to start an LLC in Minnesota, Google has all sorts of different solutions for that, right? So what's interesting is your website has to solve different queries. And if you just have a website that's like either duplicate content because it's Counting or Pro, or it's CPA Site Solutions, or some of these really bad CPA websites or accountant websites that are just templates and they're duplicate content, Google just kind of dismisses those. What it's looking for is unique, authentic, good solutions to queries so that it can use that sub landing page, and it can be all sorts of different landing pages that it would serve up as a solution to that query, right? So the first thing is you have to actually create some content on your website, and it can't just be your home, about, and contact us, and maybe your services, right? That's not going to do it. What you want to do is you want to get in and think of all the questions that people are going to answer, and you want to create content for that. Well, that's one part of this, but the second part is that you want to find other websites that you can write for, that you can somehow have a relationship with in a real authentic way, so that in their content that they write, they would source you and they would provide a backlink, a hyperlink on their written content that goes to your homepage or to that individual piece of resource that you have. And you have your overall domain, and you have each individual piece of content that you would like to build up with backlinks. And that's part of what we do here at Feedback Wrench. We have a network of hundreds of different accountants. We have a blogging service that we can provide for you, and a newsletter service. If you go to our website and book with me, we can talk through what makes sense for you. But I tell you what, one of the best things you can do is to make sure that you're getting backlinks by writing for the chambers of commerce, by building relationships with the entrepreneurs and business owners near you in the networking groups, whatever that looks like. And by doing that, what you can do is say, hey, I'd love to contribute to a piece of content. In fact, you can search around and find other pieces of content that you could contribute to. Now, this isn't easy, but I want you to know that short of just, if you have the fundamentals of a good website and you're trying to rank, Google reviews and then garnering backlinks, which are essentially votes of confidence across the internet, are going to be great. Hey, if you like this, if you're trying to grow your own accounting firm, if you are an accounting firm or a bookkeeping business or maybe a CPA firm or anything like that, and you want help generating leads, dominating the search engines, boy, go to feedbackwrench.com. We'd be honored to have you. Good luck. God bless. And share and like if this is something that you appreciate. Have a good one.